And we are live. Let's take some time to say congratulations to Leicester City. They are the 2020-21 FA Cup champions. This is unbelievable. This is a great football story. This is indeed another great football story. Premier League winners, FA Cup winners within the last, let's say, 5 years. Amazing stuff. Amazing stuff. I predicted Chelsea to win 1-0. That was my prediction. Chelsea to win 1-0. But it was the inverse result. Leicester winning 1-0. Courtesy of a screamer of a goal by Yuri Tillemans, a young Belgian. What a signing he has been for Leicester City too. And he just saved that performance for the final, it seems. What a freaking story though. You know, this is the FA Cup, where it's bombs, where dreams happen in the FA Cup. And this could be seen as a giant killing. It's a competition where there's, you could see giant killings and things of that sort. And this is definitely a giant killing, because most people had Chelsea as the favorites to win. Most people did. But it is Leicester City. The first half wasn't so exciting. I'm not going to sit here and act like the first half was all that special, because the first half was not all that special. It wasn't. It did, was a little better in the second half, but not a lot of clear-cut chances created by both teams. I could remember Chelsea having a chance in the first half where there was a little glancing header, and it kind of was a nervy defending by Leicester at the far post. And apart from that, it was pretty, it was pretty boring, to be honest, in the first half, and throughout the most of the game until Yuri Tillemans actually scored from that was a Reece James mistake. It did hit the hand of Ayoze Perez, but was deemed not to be a handball. I was actually driving home from work when that happened, and I was like, it just happened so quick, and I had to pause the game to do a reaction for the goal, because it deserved the reaction. It deserved an instant reaction. What a goal that was, man. What a goal. And look, I'm not a Leicester fan, but I feel happy for Leicester. I feel happy for Leicester City. I feel happy for Leicester City. And being a Man City fan and being that City played Chelsea in the final, I'm not happy that Chelsea lost. I'm not going to be here saying, I'm happy that Chelsea lost. But when we were talking about this yesterday, I mentioned this. I mentioned, that Leicester's, their hunger, and that Brendan Rodgers is being seen as a butler and all of that. And it would mean the world to them if they actually go on to win this. And they did. I should have predicted Leicester to win, but maybe it's because I predicted Chelsea to win why they lost the game. You see what I'm saying? It's like this season I've been predicting Chelsea to get knocked out of the Champions League, and they got all the way to the final. And then look here. I predict them to win the final now of the FA Cup, and then they go on and lose, But it was the second half, let's say, from when the goal was scored, 63rd minute onwards, the last half hour of the game is when the game really came to life. The game was pretty, boring. I don't want to, be so simple and use the word boring, but it was boring, because neither team wanted to overcommit and leave themselves open, because a lot is at stake. It's a final here. And, being played at Wembley in front of 21,000 fans. And you could see Jamie Vardy in the end amping up the fans as well. Football, as we know it, is coming back. It's coming back. And you could just feel a different atmosphere with the fans there, the real fan noise, chants, everything in the background. And it's just fitting that this was actually done in front of fans. It was a spectacle for the fans. Maybe not the Chelsea fans, but for the Leicester City fans who recently won a Premier League title after, being relegated and almost being relegated. And so it is just a mammoth achievement here by Leicester City. I should say another great underdog story. Another great underdog story here written by Leicester. And they truly deserve it. Tielemans with the 63rd minute goal. Reece James, what are you thinking? That was a poor clearance. That was poor by Reece James. And I know the Chelsea fans will be barking and saying that, oh, it was a handball. Well, I haven't really seen an inspection of the handball just as yet, because when it happened and the goal scored, I lost it. I was like, God damn, And then by the time I got back, I was like, I didn't really get to look at the handball to see if it was a handball. But from what I know and from what I've heard, it hit a body part of Ayoze Perez and went onto his hand. And, according to the rule, that is not given as a handball. That's inadvertently a handball. Whereas if it had hit his hand and ended up being a goal, it would have been chalked off. So the goal stood. That goal deserves to stand. It deserves to stand. That was a really, really good goal. I like to take the time to say big up to everybody in here. This is a quick reaction, and I don't have a lot of time because I have to go and drop my wife to work and everything. But I just wanted to come here and just react because this is a moment that has to be captured, because Leicester City are the 2020-21 FA Cup champions. Congratulations. Definitely congratulations, man. Congratulations. So, look, Chelsea fought back. Being 1-0 down, they fought back. But before Chelsea started to fight back, I just absolutely love what Brendan Rodgers here, what he did. Wes Morgan, the man who lifted the trophy as captain, the Premier League trophy. It's just amazing that he came back from injury since December. I can't even remember Wes Morgan playing this season. Maybe 1 or 2 times he ran on off the bench. But for him to come on, to show up the defense, and almost assisted, help out in that Chelsea goal that was chalked off Ben Chilwell, it's just so poetic how the whole thing happened. You know what I mean? Ben Chilwell, being a former Leicester City player, scores on Leicester, runs off and celebrates emphatically. And then later the goal is chalked off rightfully. As soon as I saw it, I'm like, that's offside. That's offside. Ben Chilwell, you a serpent. I know you feel the euphoria from an FA Cup final, but have some goddamn respect, man. That's your former club you played against. And the way you celebrated there, very distasteful. As a player, coming up against his former team, you gotta be respectful. You're allowed to be happy, but not over the top. He was a bit over the top, and he doesn't score that often, and he should know that he should have been a bit more subdued because VAR had to check it, and it was offside. It was offside. And then we have to talk about that shot by Mason Mount that almost took it to extra time. That was a hell of a save. Yesterday when I did the live stream, guys, I forgot to mention my boy Schmeichel. And then I mentioned him. And then bam, he came. That was a huge save. Tielemans' goal won the game because he gave Leicester, the platform to go on to win. But that save by Schmeichel, that was the key save. That was a key moment of the game. You could have things, but are you able to hold on to these things? And Kasper Schmeichel allowed Leicester to hold on to that lead and go on to win the FA Cup final against Chelsea. How many finals have Chelsea lost recently in the FA Cup, though? It's crazy. What is going on with Chelsea? What is going on with Chelsea and these FA Cup finals, though? Seriously, though. I'm asking the Chelsea fans in here right about now, what is going on with Chelsea and losing these FA Cup finals like they did last season against Arsenal? Like what's going on here? And then, you know what I'm saying? 2016, look, 2016, 17 against Arsenal, a loss. Last season, a loss. Last three FA Cup finals Chelsea have been in, they lost them. Well, no, the last out of 4, they lost 3. Not good enough. And as a City fan, I'm hoping that they lose the Champions League final as well. That'll be good. That will be good. So, guys, look, just to, briefly analyze what both managers did. Leicester City would go in with their strongest team, and it may have been a mistake to go in with Johnny Evans, seeing that he wasn't fully fit. But this guy, Fofana, this guy has a bright future ahead of him. Fofana has a bright future ahead of him. What I want to do really quick, I don't have a lot of time. I have about maybe the most 10 more minutes. What I'm going to do, I'm just going to share the screen really quick and show you guys the lineups and what I think, just how I feel. And I think where Tuchel is going wrong here with this Chelsea team. I know the squad is deep and I know they have a lot of talent in the team, but I think there has been too much rotation here by Thomas Tuchel. Look at the Reece James Azpilicueta thing, right? This could have been a situation where, it cost Chelsea the game, because it would have been, you play Azpilicueta as the center-back, the third center-back, and play Reece James as the fullback going forward. But he played Reece James there to handle the speed of Iheanacho and Jamie Vardy. It's either you leave Azpilicueta out or you leave Reece James out, I think, or you just play Azpilicueta as the center-back. I thought Azpilicueta was going to be playing as a center-back here. And, coming into this game, Mount, Werner, Ziyech, it could have been Pulisic or it could have been Havertz. That's the problem that he has right about now. Maybe it should have been Chilwell at the start. You see what I'm saying? So these are the questions that Thomas Tuchel have to ask himself. What is my most settled 11? He can't figure out. Maybe Zuma should have started the game. You have Zuma on the bench. Maybe Zuma should have started the game. Why are you playing 2 basically right backs in the team when you have a real center back that could have played the match from the start? You see what I mean? You need a goal scorer. Maybe this was a perfect opportunity for Olivier Giroud to start ahead of Timo Werner. You see? So I think that's where Thomas Tuchel went wrong. And he admitted it in the last game that they lost against Arsenal, that his selection was wrong. So he's having some selection issues. It's a conundrum. And as a Man City fan, it's a good thing. Hopefully he doesn't get it figured out by the time Chelsea plays City on May the 29th in the Champions League final. As for Leicester City, if you look at their 11 right now, guys, look at their 11. This is a strong team. Well, Luke Thomas, the young 19-year-old player, scored against United in that win, and his place was warranted in the team, and they're short-handed in that area as well. I think only Christian Fuchs. Is Fuchs even fit? Fuchs is not even fit. So he has to play. He has to play. And if you check their bench here, Ricardo Pereira has not been fully fit. He could have been an option. But if you check and see how Leicester was set up, they went in with their strongest 11, even with an unfit Evans. And then when Evans had to go off, they changed the shape, and it still was good enough. They changed to a back 4 instead of a back 3. And, Al Brighton coming on, playing more on the wings. And it ended up working out. But, Vardy, Iheanacho, Perez, there's continuity in this team. Ndidi, Tielemans, there's continuity. Schmeichel, the only goalkeeper who has been playing basically this season for Leicester. There's continuity in the team. They were, they knew what they had to go out there and do. And for Chelsea, it's like when you chop and change too much, information gets lost. And I think that's what's happening with them. Good results, but the team isn't scoring a lot of goals under Thomas Tuchel. Very, very tight, and it actually took a worldie to beat their defense. And maybe that's what Man City or any other team facing Chelsea going forward needs to break them down. But with all that said, congratulations once again to Leicester City for picking up that win. This is a big win. Listen. This is a big win. I'm here kind of reserved, like this is a big win for Leicester. Let me get the energy up. This is a big win for Leicester. Look at the stats here. 13 shots at goal for Chelsea, 3 on target. They had most of the ball, 65% of the ball. Passed the ball very well. Leicester only 6 shots, 1 on target. The most important one in the back of the net. Yuri Tillemans, man. What a player. What a freaking player, though. What a player. I've always admired this player, man. Once, since I saw him playing for Anderlecht, he was like 16 or so in the Champions League. They always spoke highly of this kid, and Leicester City are lucky to have him, but I don't think they'll be able to keep him for much longer. Seriously. You know, you have teams like Man City probably circling around, you know what I mean? Even, who knows, Chelsea themselves might be circling around. Would be a better replacement, for a better player than Jorginho for sure. You know what I'm saying? So you have a United, all these teams might be circling around. So Leicester, Arsenal, all these teams might be circling around. So what Leicester has to do as a club is try to, you know, hold on to their better players. And winning the FA Cup, adding to the Premier League win, would certainly help them to become a club that would be able to hold on and become a very, very attractive club where they are seeking Champions League football. And guess who they play next? Chelsea. Stamford Bridge, this Tuesday. It's on. It's on. Who's going to get it right this time? Is it going to be Brendan Rodgers or is it going to be Thomas Tuchel? This would be potentially a Champions League playoff match. Champions League. Liverpool fans are loving this because if they cancel each other out, 1 point apiece, Liverpool, once they go on to win their games, they would go above one of them, and that team would be Chelsea. So, you know, it's crazy. Liverpool may not want Chelsea to win this game because if Chelsea win and then they beat Villa, then it would be, you know, harder for them to get Champions League. Let's say if Leicester beat Tottenham, and the way Leicester have been playing lately, you fancy Leicester to beat anybody at this time and point. You know what I mean? Leicester have been really good this season. I'm not going to go down a rabbit hole right now, but I've been streaming for the past 17 minutes. But this is my reaction, and I'm excited and I'm happy for Leicester City. And I know most of you guys in the chat right now feel the same way. But guys, I gotta go. I gotta go drop my wife to work. I used this 17 minutes to talk to you guys. I wanted to eat some food before I go, but I'll do that when I get back. You know what I'm saying? So look, big up to everybody in the chat right now. I'm seeing you guys. I appreciate all of you guys stepping, you know, coming through. 80 Booth in the house, Leon Fife, Giovanni, haven't seen you in a while. Where you been hiding at, man? Odegaard, Dildar, Dems, all my boys in here. Omario Stewart. We have Sebastian in the house. Arnav Gupta. I see there's a lot of people coming in right about now. Big up to all of you guys. Make sure you smash the thumbs up button for the live stream here. Thriller is saying this is a classic David versus Goliath matchup, and David wins it yet again with a sling and a stone from the hands of Yuri Tillemans. And, you know, Schmeichel, man, that was a big save. That save, oh my God. Listen, I know goals look good and everything, but that save was a worldie of a save. I'm telling you. And as I mentioned in the what you call it, the short, the YouTube short, it was the worldliest. I can't even remember what I said, but that was a worldie. That was a worldie, man. So guys, thanks again for coming through. Make sure you like the video. I'm not even tuned into the stream. I don't even know what's going on in terms of how many likes the video has, but it doesn't matter right about now. But make sure you like the video for Leicester City. Hard luck to the Chelsea fans. Hard luck to the team. Hard luck to Tuchel. And hopefully for them, they don't become perennial bridesmaids. But hopefully for in saying that I'm a City fan, hopefully they are perennial bridesmaids. Hopefully it continues and they lose the Champions League final too. Oh, I shouldn't be saying this, but guys, you know what I mean? My bias is getting the better of me. But look, guys, from boy Dominic Rich, thanks for coming through again. Make sure you subscribe if you're new, like the video if you like it. And until next time. Peace out. Rich Squad. Peace.